Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. All music, photos, and videos under fair use for review and educational purposes only.
And here's the meat. We've already looked at the packaging on the previous figures, especially on the Rocky Balboa. So let's just look at the front of this packaging. You've got great display of the meat, and he comes with the slaughterhouse jacket that Paulie wears. At the bottom, we've got a little sticker that says the meat versus Rocky Balboa. That's fantastic. And then on the side, you got a picture of the meat. On the back, you have the prototype picture of the meat, which looks pretty gruesome. Then you've got a bio for the meat, telling us not too much, but enough, and actually making this side of beef a character in the movie. And here is the meat out of the package. From another toy unboxing, I kept this little aluminum holder thing so I could loop it around. I already came with a hook already on it, but this little extra hook that I put on it helps me display it better for you guys to see it. And it's really detailed. It's like horribly detailed real nicely. The material is like, it's rubbery plastic. Almost seems like one of those displays that they have at the doctor's office. You know, where you could remove the brain or the little pieces of organ. You even have the bone right there sticking out. After I started noticing that I was getting really close to just collecting the whole series, I thought, okay, I need to get Spider Rico. I need to get the meat. And the meat was actually harder for me to get. I ended up having to find the meat pretty banged up. At least the cardboard, pretty banged up. And I finally bought it. I kind of see a wasted opportunity here. If you guys remember, Paulie tells Rocky, "You're breaking the ribs." What if they would have put in a broken rib or two somewhere around here? And here's the jacket that the meat came packed with. It's got all these blood stains on it, which is pretty gruesome. It's got all these other marks on it as well. Honestly, I don't know how that happened. I stored them away. I had them in a box for a while, and when I took them out, he had these spots on it. I don't know. Those are like stains from another figure, like the oil or something. But it adds to it. It really adds to it, especially with all these blood stains on it. I don't know how Jakks got away with it. Hey, it makes for an interesting toy. That's for sure. But all of you know who this jacket belongs to. So let's bring out Paulie. And now this figure that I previously reviewed looks even better. How could you make the figure look even better? By adding in that little extra coat that he wears while he says, "We do that to Apollo Creed, they'll put us in jail for murder." And then he has a little swig of his hidden alcohol bottle, which is not included. Quick look all the way around. It's nicely detailed. This whole jacket that the meat comes with is very nicely detailed. I mean, if it wasn't this dead animal on it, it'd be a pretty cool toy. It doesn't have any articulation, and it's actually pretty heavy too, that I had to bring in my Godzilla figure just to hold them up. And adding the jacket to the meat really enticed me into buying the meat, because like I said, I was not gonna buy this piece of meat, but I needed to complete Paulie's look. Great marketing by Jakks. All in all, I regret not getting this when it first came out and having to buy a beat up box of the meat. And I am currently in the market for a real nice box of the meat. Maybe I'll unbox that one so I could have a whole row of pieces of meat just hanging for Rocky to punch on. Which reminds me, the next figure in this review of the Jakks Pacific Rocky Toyline is gonna be Rocky! Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And check out the other videos and let me know what other figure you would like for me to review from Series 1 before I move on to Series 2. Series 1 started hitting store shelves in late October, with each subsequent series arriving a month or so later, not including online stores like Ringside Collectibles, who were selling an exclusive 1 out of 100 Apollo Creed. The known retailers to me in the US that sold the Rocky toy line were Toys R Us and KB Toy Stores. Selling at $7.99 at retail, these figures came out punching right out of the corner, with 11 figures in the first series. Arguably, only 2 bums in the set, Spider Rico and the Meat. My biggest complaint about this set was the lack of a championship belt for the figures, and that most of the picture inserts in the packaging didn't coincide with the actual figure. A boxing ring for your figures was also released. Literally, it's just a WWE ring with a sheet of Rocky stickers to apply. And if you really wanted to get your kids into Rocky, they sold wearable electronic boxing gloves that had the iconic Bill Conti Rocky music and Mickey's voice cheering you on. They also sold the wonderful championship belt that if you were slim enough, you could wear yourself. If you lived in the UK, you got an exclusive, combining both the gloves and championship belt, plus the action figures of Clubber Lang and Rocky Balboa. Stay tuned, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, as throughout the year, we will be talking about each series in the Rocky toy line individually, and reviewing a few figures from the series in mention. And you can be the judge whether or not the Rocky line was just another bum from the neighborhood, or if it indeed did go the distance.